Jessica Caban reaction. That's the question spreading across social media as Risk It All continues its incredible rise on global streaming charts. With more than 2.89 million streams worldwide in a single day and a strong position among the most played songs on Spotify, fans are asking one thing: has Jessica Caban seen the latest milestone, and what might she think about it? Before we dive in, let us know your thoughts in the comments. Do you think Jessica Caban is quietly celebrating this achievement behind the scenes, or do you think she prefers to stay away from the spotlight completely? Be sure to like this video and subscribe for more breaking entertainment news, celebrity updates, and music industry stories. As the global music industry becomes more competitive than ever, Risk It All is proving that true staying power still matters. Every week, dozens of highly anticipated songs are released by some of the biggest names in music. Many debut with impressive numbers but quickly fade from public attention. Risk It All, however, is telling a different story. The song has continued to attract millions of listeners around the world, generating over 2.89 million streams and maintaining strong momentum across major streaming platforms. Industry observers point out that sustaining this level of engagement is often much harder than achieving a strong debut. Anyone can benefit from curiosity-driven clicks during release week. The real challenge begins afterward. Can listeners keep coming back? Can a song remain part of everyday playlists? Can it continue generating conversation long after the initial excitement fades? For Risk It All, the answer appears to be yes. Streaming numbers suggest that listeners are not just checking out the song once. They are returning repeatedly, helping the track maintain impressive daily totals. This kind of consistency is often viewed as one of the strongest indicators of genuine audience connection. As excitement around the song continues to grow, another familiar name has unexpectedly re-entered the conversation: Jessica Caban. Although Jessica has built a reputation for keeping her personal life private, fans remain fascinated by her connection to Bruno Mars. Whenever Bruno reaches a major career milestone, social media users often wonder whether Jessica is celebrating alongside him behind closed doors. Unlike many celebrity couples who regularly share personal moments online, Bruno Mars and Jessica Caban have historically chosen a much more private path. Their relationship has long attracted public interest, but they rarely address speculation directly. That privacy has only fueled more curiosity. Now, with Risk It All achieving more than 2.89 million global streams, discussions about Jessica's possible reaction are appearing across fan communities, entertainment forums, and social media platforms. Some fans believe she is undoubtedly proud of the achievement and simply chooses not to make public statements. Others argue that her silence reflects her commitment to maintaining privacy regardless of how large the accomplishment may be. At this point, there is no public statement from Jessica Caban regarding the song's streaming success. No social media post has directly addressed the latest milestone, and no official comment has been made. But that silence has not stopped the conversation. In fact, it may have intensified it. Across the internet, fans continue to speculate about what happens behind the scenes whenever Bruno Mars reaches another major career achievement. While no one outside their personal circle knows the details, the public fascination remains stronger than ever. And this is where the story becomes even more interesting. Because beyond the headlines and speculation lies a much bigger narrative about Bruno Mars and his enduring influence in the music industry. Very few artists manage to remain relevant year after year while continuously attracting new audiences. Music trends change rapidly, genres rise and fall, viral hits come and go, yet Bruno Mars continues to stand out. His success is not built solely on short-term popularity. It comes from a combination of songwriting, vocal ability, performance skills, and a catalog of songs that consistently resonate with listeners across generations. Risk It All appears to be the latest example of that formula working once again. The song has attracted longtime fans who have followed Bruno's career for years, while also connecting with younger listeners discovering his music through streaming platforms and social media. The result is impossible to ignore: millions of streams, growing global visibility, increasing online discussion, and renewed public interest in the people closest to him. Industry analysts note that one of the most impressive aspects of the song's success is its ability to maintain emotional impact. In today's digital environment, listeners have endless options competing for their attention every second. For a song to break through that noise and inspire repeated listening is a significant achievement. That emotional connection may explain why Risk It All continues to perform so strongly. People are sharing it, people are discussing it, people are recommending it. And every new streaming milestone creates another wave of attention. Meanwhile, questions surrounding Jessica Caban continue to surface. Could she be quietly celebrating this achievement with Bruno? Has she already acknowledged the success privately, or is she simply watching from a distance while remaining true to the low-profile lifestyle she has maintained for years? For now, those questions remain unanswered. What is clear, however, is that Risk It All continues to build momentum on a global scale. The song's performance demonstrates that Bruno Mars remains one of the most influential artists in modern music, capable of generating excitement, conversation, and impressive streaming numbers long after many of his peers have faded from the spotlight. As the numbers continue to climb, fans will undoubtedly keep watching closely for the next milestone. With every new achievement, curiosity surrounding Bruno Mars, Jessica Caban, and the story behind the success is likely to grow even stronger. Whether Jessica publicly reacts or remains silent, one thing is certain: Risk It All is proving to be one of the most talked about songs right now, and its journey may only be getting started. What do you think? Is Jessica Caban quietly proud of this incredible achievement, or does she prefer to stay completely out of the public conversation? Share your thoughts in the comments below, like this video, and subscribe for more breaking celebrity news, Bruno Mars updates, music industry stories, and the latest entertainment headlines from around the world. As streaming numbers continue to rise, another fascinating detail has captured the attention of fans around the world. It is not just the success of Risk It All itself, but the speed at which the song continues to attract new listeners. Normally, songs experience a gradual decline after their initial release period. The first few days are often powered by anticipation, curiosity, and fan support. But what happens afterward usually determines whether a track becomes a genuine long-term success or simply another temporary hit. In the case of Risk It All, many observers believe the song has entered a completely different category. The reason is simple: the conversation surrounding the track refuses to slow down. Every day, new listeners are discovering the song through playlists, social media clips, recommendation algorithms, and fan-created content. As more people encounter the track, more discussions emerge, creating a cycle that continuously fuels its growth. This phenomenon has become one of the most powerful forces in modern music. Years ago, radio airplay largely determined which songs became successful. Today, audience engagement plays a much larger role. If listeners connect with a song emotionally, they share it with friends, create videos around it, post reactions online, and keep the momentum alive long after the release date. That appears to be exactly what is happening now. Across fan communities, people are describing Risk It All as a song that grows stronger with repeated listens. Many listeners say they discover new details in the vocals, production, and emotional delivery each time they return to the track. This kind of reaction is particularly valuable because it encourages long-term engagement rather than one-time consumption, and the numbers seem to support that theory. With millions of streams accumulating globally, Risk It All is becoming one of the most closely watched songs in Bruno Mars' recent catalog. Of course, whenever Bruno Mars finds himself at the center of a major success story, public interest naturally expands beyond the music itself. People become curious about the artist, they become curious about his future projects, and they become curious about the people closest to him. That brings us back to Jessica Caban. For years, Jessica has maintained a unique position in celebrity culture. Despite being connected to one of the world's biggest entertainers, she has largely avoided the constant publicity that often follows high-profile relationships. In an era where many celebrities document every aspect of their lives online, Jessica's approach has remained refreshingly different. She rarely fuels speculation, she rarely responds to rumors, and she rarely seeks attention from media outlets. Ironically, that discretion may be one reason why public curiosity continues to grow. The less people know, the more they want to know. As Risk It All reaches new milestones, countless fans are once again asking whether Jessica has privately acknowledged the achievement. Some fans believe that she has always been one of Bruno's strongest supporters behind the scenes. Others point to the fact that maintaining privacy has been a defining characteristic of their relationship for years. Whatever the reality may be, one thing remains undeniable: the public continues to associate major milestones in Bruno Mars' career with questions about the people who have been part of his journey. And right now, that journey is entering another exciting chapter. What makes this achievement even more remarkable is the level of competition currently present in global streaming. Major artists release music almost every week. Trending songs dominate social media for days at a time. Viral moments appear and disappear at incredible speed, yet despite all of that competition, Risk It All continues to hold its own. That fact alone has impressed many industry insiders. Success in the streaming era is not only about attracting listeners, it is about maintaining attention in an environment where attention itself has become one of the most valuable commodities in the world. Every minute, audiences are presented with thousands of new entertainment options, new songs, new videos. New trends, new stories. Standing out under those conditions is extraordinarily difficult. Remaining relevant is even harder, yet Bruno Mars appears to be doing exactly that. His ability to connect with audiences across different demographics has become one of the defining strengths of his career. Older fans appreciate the consistency and artistry that have characterized his music for years. Younger audiences continue discovering his work through digital platforms. International listeners contribute enormous streaming numbers from virtually every corner of the globe. Together, these groups create a powerful audience ecosystem capable of sustaining songs far beyond their initial release period. That is why many analysts are paying close attention to the continued performance of Risk It All. The current streaming numbers are impressive on their own, but the larger story may be what those numbers represent. They suggest that Bruno Mars remains one of the rare artists capable of generating both immediate excitement and long-term engagement. Few performers can consistently achieve both. As the track continues climbing playlists and accumulating streams, speculation naturally shifts toward the future. Could even bigger milestones be on the horizon? Will the song continue gaining momentum over the coming weeks? Could it become one of the defining hits of this period? Those questions remain unanswered. But if current trends continue, many experts believe the song still has significant room for growth. Meanwhile, fans continue monitoring every update, every chart movement, and every streaming milestone. The excitement surrounding the track has become a story in itself. Each new achievement creates fresh headlines. Each headline generates new discussions. Each discussion introduces the song to additional listeners, and the cycle continues. This is why some observers describe successful songs as living entities within the digital ecosystem. The more attention they receive, the more opportunities they have to grow. The more they grow, the more attention they attract. Risk It All appears to be benefiting from exactly that dynamic. And while millions celebrate the song's success publicly, the mystery surrounding Jessica Caban remains one of the most intriguing side stories. Will she eventually acknowledge the milestone? Will fans ever receive a glimpse into her perspective? Or will she continue maintaining the privacy that has defined her public image for so many years? At this stage, nobody knows. But perhaps that mystery is part of what keeps audiences so invested. In a world where so much information is instantly available, unanswered questions have become surprisingly rare. People are naturally drawn to stories that still contain mystery. And few celebrity relationships have maintained as much mystery over the years as the one between Bruno Mars and Jessica Caban. For now, the focus remains on the music. The numbers continue rising, the streams continue accumulating, the conversations continue spreading, and Risk It All continues proving that it is far more than just another song on a playlist. It is becoming a global talking point, a streaming success story, and another reminder of Bruno Mars' extraordinary ability to capture the attention of audiences around the world. Whether the next milestone arrives tomorrow, next week, or next month, one thing seems increasingly clear. The story of Risk It All is still being written, and millions of fans are watching every chapter unfold in real time. Perhaps the most fascinating part of this entire story is not the streaming numbers themselves. It is what those numbers reveal about the current state of global music culture. Think about it for a moment. Every day, tens of thousands of songs are uploaded to streaming platforms. New artists emerge overnight. Viral trends dominate social media feeds for a few hours before being replaced by something entirely different. Attention spans are shorter than ever, and competition is relentless. Yet somehow, Risk It All continues to cut through the noise. That alone has become a major talking point among fans and industry observers alike. Many music analysts argue that sustained success in today's environment requires something deeper than marketing. Promotion can generate awareness, but it cannot force listeners to return again and again. Repeat listening is earned. And when a song consistently attracts repeat listeners, it often means audiences have formed a genuine emotional connection with the music. That emotional connection is becoming increasingly visible as more listeners share their experiences online. Some describe the song as powerful, others call it unforgettable. Many simply say they cannot stop playing it. Those reactions may sound simple, but they are incredibly significant in the streaming era. Algorithms notice repeat behavior. Playlists notice engagement. Platforms notice momentum. When those elements begin working together, a song can develop a life of its own. That is exactly why so many people are paying attention to the continued growth of Risk It All. The track is no longer being discussed solely because of who recorded it. It is being discussed because listeners are actively responding to it, and that distinction matters. Throughout music history, the biggest songs have often shared one common characteristic. They create conversations, not just for a day, not just for a week, but for months, sometimes even years. The longer a song remains part of public conversation, the greater its cultural impact becomes. Right now, Risk It All appears to be moving in that direction. The song's ability to generate discussion across different countries, age groups, and online communities suggests that its reach may be expanding far beyond its initial audience. Meanwhile, social media remains flooded with fan theories, reactions, and predictions. Some fans are already speculating about future chart milestones. Others are discussing what the success could mean for Bruno Mars' next musical chapter. And then of course there are the ongoing conversations surrounding Jessica Caban. Interestingly, the curiosity surrounding Jessica highlights a larger reality about celebrity culture. Fans are not only interested in achievements, they are interested in stories. They want to understand the people behind the headlines. They want context, they want emotion, they want connection. That is why questions about Jessica continue appearing whenever Bruno reaches another major milestone. For many followers, she represents a familiar figure who has been connected to his journey through multiple eras of success. Even without making public statements, her name continues to spark interest. That level of attention says a great deal about how invested audiences have become in the broader narrative surrounding Bruno Mars. And speaking of narratives, there is another reason this moment feels particularly important. The music industry is currently experiencing one of its most competitive periods in history. Streaming has created unprecedented access. Artists from every corner of the world can reach global audiences. New genres emerge rapidly. trends evolve constantly. Under these conditions, maintaining relevance becomes an extraordinary challenge. Yet Bruno Mars continues finding ways to remain at the center of major conversations. That consistency is not accidental. It is the result of years spent building trust with audiences. Fans know what they can expect: quality, musicianship, performance, authenticity. These factors help explain why new releases continue generating excitement even after so many years in the spotlight. And now, with Risk It All gaining momentum, those strengths are once again becoming evident. The numbers tell one story, the audience response tells another. Together, they paint a picture of an artist who continues to resonate with listeners across the globe. Still, there may be an even bigger takeaway hidden beneath all of this. Success today looks different than it did a decade ago. In the past, album sales often dominated industry discussions. Now, engagement has become equally important. How often are people listening? How often are they sharing? How often are they talking about the music? Those questions matter more than ever. And judging by current activity, Risk It All is performing exceptionally well across all three categories. Every new streaming update creates another wave of discussion. Every discussion introduces the song to new audiences. Every new listener creates the possibility for additional growth. This cycle can become incredibly powerful when momentum reaches a certain level. That is why some industry experts are hesitant to place limits on the song's potential. The current milestone is impressive, but many believe it may not be the final destination. If engagement remains strong, additional records could easily follow, and that possibility has fans watching closely. Across online communities, excitement continues building. People are tracking numbers, sharing updates, celebrating milestones, analyzing trends, predicting future achievements. The atmosphere feels less like a typical song release, and more like an unfolding event. That kind of enthusiasm is difficult to manufacture. It usually emerges organically when audiences feel emotionally invested. At the center of it all stands Bruno Mars, once again proving why he remains one of the most recognizable names in global entertainment. Year after year, era after era, trend after trend, he continues adapting, evolving, and finding ways to connect with listeners. Few artists sustain that level of impact. Even fewer sustain it while maintaining broad international appeal. That is why the success of Risk It All feels significant to so many observers. It is not merely another streaming statistic. It is evidence of continued relevance, continued influence, continued audience connection. And perhaps that is the ultimate reason people keep talking about it, because beyond the numbers lies a bigger story, a story about longevity, a story about consistency. A story about an artist whose music continues reaching millions around the world. As the streams keep climbing and the conversation keeps growing, one question remains. How far can Risk It All go at this moment? Nobody knows the answer. But if recent performance is any indication, the journey may be far from over. The next milestone could arrive sooner than expected. The next headline could be even bigger. The next streaming update could surprise everyone. And somewhere amid all the excitement, fans will likely continue asking the same question that started this entire conversation. What does Jessica Caban